What's going on, guys? I'm Brandon Roberts, and this is another episode of Grow Your Biz. So check it out. Today, I've got something really special for you. We're going to go inside of MailChimp, and I'm going to show you how to set up an automated email chain. Now, more specifically, we're actually going to show you how to go inside and edit your images, how to set up your text, how to format your whole email as a whole picture overall. So I'm going to show you where the email templates are at, the different themes that MailChimp provides. They're basically kind of like a head start for you. And if you've ever used WordPress and designed a web page using Elementor as a plugin, then this drag and drop method will make a lot of sense to you, and you should be able to pick it up rather quickly. Another thing I want to talk about is being able to get this skill down and add it as an extra offer of your service. Maybe you have an advertising agency like I do. I go ahead and I generate leads for medical professionals. I also do it for a couple other different types of industries, but our main bread and butter is medical professionals, medical clinics, health and wellness, things like that, beauty, IV nutrient therapy, all that type of stuff. So a lot of this stuff comes in handy in retargeting or trying to go back out and retarget people who have already visited your website, or maybe a squeeze page you have set up, a landing page, something like that. So yeah, let's just go ahead and jump on into it. Boom. Okay, so here we are. We're inside of MailChimp, and I've already went and signed in and went to the campaign section. So this is what it looks like whenever you get to the campaign section. I've already got one set up here for one of my clients. The company name is True Nordic USA. It is the world's best tasting fish oil. It's from Norway, and it's sustainably sourced. It's the first time that camelina oil and Arctic cod, the specific type of Arctic cod, have been combined with omega-3s for the first time. So it's a really, really unique thing, product that they put together. It's amazing, but that's not what this is about. This is about MailChimp. So what you're going to do, since you're probably already going to come here, and there's not going to be anything here if it's your first time doing this. So what you're going to want to do is press Create Campaign. When you do that, it's going to ask you what kind of campaign that you want to set up. You're going to say emails, and then you're just going to go ahead and name your campaign. So after you do that, it'll ask you, is this going to be an automated series? This is, the first of many or whatever. And that's pretty much how you set it up. If you're going to be split testing something, we'll get into all that stuff later. So really all you want to worry about is just regular or automated. And since we already set an automated series up, this is going to be the welcome series. So this is something that people will get as soon as they subscribe to our email list. So maybe they signed a contact form on the website, or maybe through the chatbot that I have set up for this client. Somewhere we got their email some way, and they want us to send them stuff. So we're going to go ahead and click on that and just click on edit. And it'll take you to all of the most important sections of your email. So in the sends to form, this is going to be who is actually going to be receiving the emails. So you're going to go ahead and set that information up. I have it for immediately, so as soon as they subscribe and join this contact list, it's going to immediately send out to them. The audience is True Nordic USA. That's the one that we have already set up. And the important thing here is the trigger. So trigger when you import subscribe contacts. That is a yes. So you want to have that saved and set up as such. Then the from section, because obviously your email's got to be sent from somebody, right? So in this area, you're going to want to put the company name. And it has to be something that they recognize like instantly, because whenever you're scrolling through your email, what do? If it's not somebody that you recognize or something that you shop, routinely at or visit or something, you just kind of browse through it. You don't even make it. If it makes it to your inbox, if it's not something that you immediately know, then it's, junk. It's junk mail. And you don't want it to be recognized as junk mail. You want them to say, you know what, I know this company, I know this brand. So you best put the company name in there right at the beginning. And then who is the email address from? Since they've set me up with the company email, it's okay for them to be able to use me. I'm their marketer, so I don't mind it showing my name on there. So we're just going to hit save, and then the subject area. Now this is kind of a more important area. So whenever you actually are in your emails, you're going through, first what you see is the subject. That's the area of the email that's very bold. The text is right at the very beginning of the email. And then what you see after that is this preview text. It's usually in a smaller, less bold of a font. And this is what they're going to be gauging whether or not they want to open your email or not. So you need to make sure that this has the most important information right here at the very beginning. I have it set up to say, welcome to True Nordic USA family. That way they know, oh yeah, hey, I subscribed to this, let me see what they sent me. So thank you for joining our email list. I'm going to we have a ton of savings in store for you. We have a ton of savings in store for you. Yay! Exclamation point. Bam. Okay. After that, just hit save. And now we're going to go to content. Now this is where you actually edit the email. So this is what I've already got pre-set up for my client. And you'll notice this looks really neat, right? This looks really cool. You probably think I did this in, like Snappa or Pictochart or something else to create all this, but I didn't. MailChimp actually has a very, very cool editor inside of it, and that's what I created these pictures from. Now, they don't have these pictures, but they do have the ability to be able to alter text in this way, and that's one thing that we're going to go over. So right here, you'll notice all of this is set up just like a normal web page. If you've ever designed a website, then you'll know that this is the header, this is the pre-header, I'm sorry, this is the header, this is the body, and then down here you have the footer. So if you'll look over here to the right, if you go to style, everything that I just mentioned is right here. So all of this, if you want to change, see maybe like the background color right here up top, you're going to go to header, and then you can change it. See, you can make it any color you want. So if you want to have a different design or a different color, see, like I like this color down here. So let's go ahead and go to footer. Let's go ahead and copy that color that's right there. If I can get it to copy. Or we'll just copy inside of here since it wants to be like that. So copy. Go ahead and click save. Go up to header. Click that. Let's go ahead and paste that color in right here. Boom. Now if you look up top, there it is. But since I don't have that image with a transparent background, we're going to go ahead and leave it white, but usually I would have it matching the bottom of the footer. Now, anytime you make a change over here in any of this stuff, you're going to want to make sure that you save. Because if you just press back, it might not always save the change that you just made. So let's go over here to blocks. Now, each one of these is set up in different sections. You'll see as I move my mouse, there's different things that are being highlighted, these areas. Now, if the area is highlighted, whenever you click the edit block right here, you're going to be able to pull up the settings for that area. Now, this is an image, but let's say right here, this is a divider. It will bring up the stuff for the divider. And you can actually apply the change that you're making in these settings to all of the other existing divider blocks that are within this email. We're not going to do that. We're just going to leave it as it is. But you're kind of getting an understanding of how to maneuver and to move things around. Now, if you'll look, this is just pretty much like Elementor. If anyone's ever used WordPress and you've ever done anything inside of Elementor for Page Builder, this is a very, very similar setup. You're going to recognize all of this stuff. So if you want to add, a grouped image, an image card with text underneath it, or maybe you don't want it inside of a box, you want to give some social media buttons, or maybe just a button by itself, a video, all of that stuff, you can just kind of drag and drop those things into it. Now you'll notice where it says drop block here, that's the place where it's going to set it, and it's going to make room for that with whatever is there. It's going to be pushed to each up and down respectively, their sides. Now if you want to change something in here, you can do that. You can upload an image, and what's nice about this is if you upload an image in here, it will just keep it in here in the background. So like say if you want to have like a PDF and you want to be able to put some information, maybe in a hyperlink or something like that, you can do that. So you can just highlight this, go ahead and put link, and you can link it to a file. And once you link it to a file, you can just upload your file, and that way it's a good way to be able to maybe get by the spam filter and avoid having the spam filter pick up on the 20 links or whatever that you might have in that PDF or the ebook or whatever it is that you're uploading. And that way all the spam filter sees is that one hyperlink. And that's it. It's a really easy way to be able to do that. All of these settings inside of here are really just kind of like your normal WordPress not WordPress, but Microsoft Word settings. So you can have your text right in the middle. You can do all this really cool stuff. You can change the color of it by using this right here. You can give it a background color. Make sure it's highlighted when you're working with it. Yeah, you can see you can do quite a lot of stuff. We're gonna go ahead and delete this though. We don't want this here, so let's go ahead and delete that. But let's go ahead and show you the image editing area. This is one thing that I really like. Let's drop an image in here. Let's go ahead and upload an image. So we're gonna take one. We'll just use this as an example. Oh yeah, if it's above a 25 megabyte picture, it's not going to upload. Probably should have told you that. So let's pick one from Snappa. Let's do it. Okay, so this is an image I had resized in Snappa. Go ahead and make sure it's highlighted, click insert, and now we have that image. You'll notice these two images are pretty much the same, and how I got that text on there was I went over here to edit. Click edit, and it brings you into the MailChimp image editor. Now this thing is neat. So say you want to add some text. Just click text on the left hand bar. You can move it around. You can resize it to whatever size you want. You can double click it to put your own text. Just put hello, and yeah, that's it. You can mess with the color over here. If you want to give it background color, you can do this. You can make sure it's on the left or the right or center. Font size, you can actually change the font to quite a few different choices in here depending on what type of look and feel you're trying to have for whatever it is that you're setting up. Inside the editor, you don't actually need the text highlighted. You just have to have the box highlighted for all of these things to change. So you don't actually have to like double click and then have it highlighted to change the color or the font or the size or anything like that. Just as long as the box is highlighted like that as a selection tool. Now, if you're going to add text design like it is in those images that you saw earlier, just go ahead and click that, enter your text that you'd want. Hello, and keep watching. Alright, just click OK. And what's cool, you see how it has those arrows. You can click that again and it'll keep changing the style for you. It'll get a few different, different ways that it has it set up for that particular style. Now you can try another one and just keep pressing it. So it's got some really cool, neat stuff that you can really do with some text in here. Special deals. See? It's really actually really neat. It comes in handy, especially when you're trying to do like some sort of like product placement or something like that. You're trying to advertise for different products for some of your clients, or maybe you're trying to show like an event invite or something like that. You can really kind of liven it up by using all of this. It's just something that I really value highly, especially whenever you're dealing with emails, because whenever you open an email, it's got to really stand out. People aren't going to take the time to read every single line of text that's in your email, so you really want to be able to catch their eye, especially with the images, and this is a great way to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and keep with one of these up here. You can just do that. That looks nice. And make sure you click save. But you can also do some other stuff. So if you want to upload stickers, they have emoticons, they have shapes, and then you can also upload an icon by hitting upload. You can do paint, just like any other paint function that you've ever used. Frame, you can pick a different frame. It's pretty neat. You can go back to frame, so let's go ahead. You can do this one, and you can change the size of it, the opacity, really get creative with it. I really like this. You can do image overlays. You can add an extra effect to whatever it is that you're doing. You can actually do a blend, so mess with the opacity of whatever it is that you're putting on there. So it really does add a lot of really cool effects. This is something that I wish they would have had 5 years ago. This would have been awesome, but it is what it is. Anyways, if you want to save, make sure that if you don't have a copy of the image that you uploaded, don't click save, because it won't keep a copy of the original image. It'll change the original image that you uploaded. So we're gonna hit close, and that's how you are able to get that in there. We're going to go ahead and delete that. But you can tell I uploaded this bottle by itself, and then I added these in here. And now what you'll notice is if I go over here to replace, you can see the original image I uploaded of the bottle by itself isn't here anymore. So like I said, it doesn't keep a copy, for you to go back and just replace it with the original. So just kind of keep that in mind whenever you're using it. Yeah, so this is the email that I set up, and if you want to replace anything, you can literally, like I said, just drag and drop, save and close. If you want to add some text, you can do that. And like I said, it's super simple. You can really just recreate an email and make it look however you want. This is kind of a finished product, so I'm not really going to mess with this too much. But one thing I did want to explain down here is if maybe you're looking at the email and it's not set up the way that you want. It's just not set up. Maybe you want to add some images and put things in a different way or whatever. You can actually go back and go to templates. If you just click back, you can look, and it has all these kind of different formats for you to use. So it already kind of helps you out in setting things up right from the beginning. You can go to themes, and you can see how they've already set these up for different events or selling products, or maybe you're just trying to let someone know that you guys are there or whatever. Maybe you're sending an invitation or birthday card, whatever, and you have a lot to choose from. So MailChimp did a really good job with this, and looking at these kind of gives you an idea of how you'd like to go ahead and set up one of the emails that you're going to create for a client. So you can look at these and really get some ideas, and you can see, well, man, how did they get that whole background black, or how did they change this white color to this off-white color down here. And all of that is, like I said, over there in the style and the settings area. So we're going to go ahead and click next and get back to this. Now, one thing I do want to talk about is the footer area. So you can change how big and wide you want the footer to be. So if you look at this click right here, I can increase that space. See what I mean? These little things will come up. But say if you want like an image in the background, you can just put an image back there instead of messing with any of that. It's really up to you depending on how you want to design your email. One thing I did want to talk about is this right here. So you'll notice it has this kind of like little tags right here, and these are really, really important. So whenever you're setting up your emails, your stuff in the settings area, you're going to input the information for your company, who you are that's sending the email, and whenever you're importing your contacts list, the contacts list isn't just going to have that person's email. They're going to have that person's first name, last name, email, maybe a phone number, possibly an address, whatever information they were able to give you and provide whenever you got them into your contacts list. So if you have that, MailChimp will automatically set that information up by using what are called merge tags. And that's what these are right here. These are merge tags. They're very, very helpful, and you can kind of change and pick and choose what data you wanted to autofill. So we already have ours set up inside of here, and this is what it looks like. I'm going to go ahead and save and close this, and then I'm going to show you what a test email looks like. So let's go into the email box. So this is what the test email from True Nordic looks like. So we open it up, it looks really good on desktop. We go down here and you'll notice those merge tags are gone. Now it says copyright 2020 True Nordic USA, all rights reserved. You're receiving this email because you opted in via our website. So instead of saying all of that merge tag text, now it says this. And the reason it does that is because of all of the stuff in the settings. So this is the stuff that it's going to pull whenever it does some of those merge tags. So you're going to want to be able to edit it from here. Just click edit and you can go in there and change any of that stuff as you need to. So that's pretty much how that works. And let's go back to campaign. Boom. All right. So, yep. Now that we have our email set up and you have a better understanding of how to get all that together, you can just press start sending, and anyone that joins into this contacts list will get these emails. They'll start getting the welcome email. Okay, so that was it. That was a look inside MailChimp. I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial, and I just want to say one thing. So I own an advertising agency. A couple years ago, I was working 60 hours a week. I was busting my ass for a company that wasn't helping me fulfill my dreams. I was working overtime helping someone else create and build and fulfill their dreams. Now I'm doing it for myself, and I'll tell you, there is a humongous difference between doing it for someone else and doing it for yourself. If you've ever wanted to start a business, or if you've ever felt like that you could do things better than the people in management above you, but you just haven't been given that opportunity, take the chance, man. Take the leap. Do it for yourself. No one else is going to give you your dream. Nobody's out there saying, hey, free dream giveaway. It's not happening. You're going to have to do it for yourself. And I'm telling you, the rewards are endless. You know, I decide when I go to work. I decide when I go home. I work from my house. It's amazing. I can go and leave in the middle of the day, do whatever I want. It's awesome. You know, it's not like you can just slack off all day though. You got to put in the work. But if what you like doing isn't, you know, what you would consider work, it's really not that bad. I love advertising. I love digital advertising. I love being able to go out and sell a product for my clients and make it just scream in sales. I love that. I love being able to create content for people and have them just have their mouth and jaw hit the floor because what I'm doing is so beautiful and so amazing, and it's just turning their vision into a reality. So if that's something that you yourself find just inspiring, or something that really just feels like it gets you moving and it's something that you want to do for yourself, it's all out there. It's just waiting for you. So here's what I'm doing. I'm putting together basically my whole entire business model. I'm going to put it into a package. There's going to be 3 different levels, and I'm going to be selling that here pretty soon. I'm going to show you what kind of clients I go after, how I qualify them, how I close them, how to set up a chat bot, how to set up the lead magnet inside of there, how to connect that through Zapier to automated email system so that you can use it for retargeting. I'm going to show you how to set up all of the analytics for Facebook tracking and Google Analytics. I'm going to show you how to do the Google AdWords and the Facebook ads. I've already got a bunch of tutorial videos for it. I'm basically giving you my whole business model. I'm also giving you the documents on the back end. I'm going to give you a contract template. I'm going to show you all the details, everything that you need to succeed. I make plenty of money. I make way more money than I used to make. I'm not going to say the dollar amount, it's not important, but just know that I'm paying off a whole bunch of debt that I had from when I was younger. Me and my wife aren't tripping about our next paycheck. Things are just better than they've ever been for me, and it's all because I put in all the hard work every day, and I go out and chase my goals every single day. So it didn't happen overnight, and I know what it's like trying to start and get it from scratch. You don't have any of the information. You're just now trying to get those few puzzle pieces, those blocks together, and I just want to be able to help people get a jump start into having financial success and freedom for themselves. So if it sounds like something you're interested in, stay tuned. Also stay tuned for all my next videos coming out. I got a bunch of more tutorial videos coming out. I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff on WordPress and Elementor. I'm also going to have some other MailChimp videos come out, and I'm also going to have stuff about Mobile Monkey and how to use and connect chatbot to Facebook ads. Got some more Facebook ads and advanced course type stuff, materials coming out, so stay tuned for that as well. It's been another episode of Grow Your Biz. I'm Brandon Roberts. I'll see y'all next time.